but you guys have exposed me in the past, you know, and I thought I'd just show my true self on the Tiny Meat Gang.
So you really are evil MrBeast.
Oh, 100%. Oh, poor people. Okay. Hey, I paid you a load of taxes last year, okay? I did. Look at this fit, man. Bro, why do you believe me?
So here is part 2 of our uncovering the exposing of the biggest YouTuber in the world, MrBeast. Since we posted part 1 of our video giving you just the allegations, some of the allegations against MrBeast and his company, and many other allegations that are surfacing as this story goes on and grows, this video today is about one of their former employees. DogPack404, which we mentioned in part 1 of the video that we did, has released 2 videos and is promising to release a 3rd video unpacking the predatory behavior of the company and some of the leaders within the company. But in the top of part 1 of DogPack's video, he mentions that one of the leaders of this company, Chris, who has since left the MrBeast company, apparently he's accusing the company, including MrBeast, of knowing of this predatory behavior from Ava and pretty much protecting it until they couldn't.
About the Chris stuff, probably in part 2 or 3. Because I see a lot of people saying like, oh, if you knew, why didn't you come forward? Why didn't you go to the authorities? Well, I was going to come forward. And also like, going to the authorities isn't going to work because what are you going to say? Like, you heard rumors that this person is this way or that, you know, there's obviously evidence of like the shad-based stuff. Like, that's been out for a while. People have internally known at the company that like Chris is kind of a potential minors attracted person, and the company protects her, or they were protecting her, and they protected her as long as they could. Jimmy knew, everyone knew. So, you know, which I think that's more of a red flag than anything I'm going to reveal in this video, but...
Allegedly.
But part 1 of DogPack404's video really had to do with, are MrBeast's videos of all these challenges real? Is he manipulating children? And I know some of you are saying, well, the media manipulates people all the time, but we're talking about your children. And in covering and seeing all of the comments of the first video that we did, one thing that I learned that was true and I assumed was that although our community may not be 100% viewers of MrBeast, their children are. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. And don't forget, you can hear videos like this and special episodes on the Kempire podcast, available on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. So there's been a big reaction to the first video that we did yesterday in regards to MrBeast and the allegations that have been surfacing about him and his company. And at first I saw a lot of things and I gave him some grace. I said, you know what? I don't think this will be the first or the last because of the growth of social media influencers and the growth of platforms like YouTube and TikTok especially, where young people that have never had a job in their lives before, that have never been managers before, that have never been bosses before. I don't think that this is the end of us seeing just terrible behavior from people in these leadership positions. But does that make it okay? No. But as I dig a little bit deeper into the MrBeast allegations and the manipulation allegedly of children and the actual strategic manipulation, I'm saying this is far more than just a young kid that doesn't know what he's doing. It seems as if it's a young kid that has now become a young adult or an adult. He's 26 years old, but we have to remember he's been doing this he's been huge for the last at least several years. It's more than just some young, dumb kid doing things beyond his, knowledge. No, he knows exactly, allegedly, what he's doing. So much so that he has a whole guide for the people that work for him. Well, we'll talk about that guide that allegedly leaked in a later video. But I wanted to focus on this first video. And as always, what we do here, if you're new here, we always cite our sources. So I'm not going to go through every single moment of DogPack's video, I will cite him in the description so you can see the video for yourself. It's about 53 minutes, but we will highlight certain parts. And shout out to Reddit, because Reddit really helped me with my notes, because it was just so much. And I watched the video multiple times, and it's just so much that happens within the video. But also shout out to AI, because formulating, you know, what are the highlights of this video, because there's so much. At the top of DogPack's video, he does mention the Ava Chris allegations, and we talked about that in part 1, how Chris was a leader at the MrBeast company and ended up finally leaving. According to DogPack, he alleges that both MrBeast and people in power knew about Chris's behavior and protected it until they couldn't anymore.
People have internally known at the company that like Chris is kind of a potential minors attracted person, and the company protects her, or they were protecting her, and they protected her as long as they could. Jimmy knew, everyone knew, so.
Allegedly. But this particular video is so good. I have to give DogPack credit, because he starts off the video with that, but then he starts off the video with the focus of what he wants to talk about, because he's going to talk more about the Chris allegations and other predatory behavior in a third video, which has not come out yet at the time of this recording. He starts with the video laying the groundwork for us to understand, because we have seen MrBeast do other podcast interviews. And in a podcast interview, MrBeast admits, I know who my target audience is.
The average demographic is what, 13 through 17? Is that the biggest spike in your analytics?
Well, I mean, mine's horseshit. It says like 18 to 24. But I know all my fucking viewers are little kids.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot like that, because, you know, little kids lie about their age, or they're on their, you know, like...
Well, yeah, and then I have like a massive one for like the 40-year-old range, because all the fucking idiots are on their parents' account.
Analytics will say it's 18 to 24, but I know it's much younger. And then, of course, there's this skew where you see like it's a lot older, but that's kids that are on their parents' YouTube channels watching his content. But he clearly says that he knows exactly who his target audience is. I preface this by saying, I know, we all know that the media, we know that these entertainment platforms know exactly what they're doing when they're targeting us. But we're adults. We make conscious decisions on what we want to view, what we don't want to view. But I know a lot of you are stepping in and trying to make sure that you're controlling what your children are viewing. And a lot of you said after this MrBeast video that we did, I need to not allow my child to watch this anymore, or I need to be a little bit more diligent as to what my child is watching. Especially when you know that a particular YouTuber allegedly might be targeting your child and manipulating your child.
Now, MrBeast intentionally manipulates these children's vulnerable minds for profit using 3 simple steps, which closely align with the 3 major types of behavioral learning. Step 1 is getting the viewer to associate the brand with trust and authority. MrBeast videos are real, and he's a great guy that gives away big rewards to his loyal followers. I will show you irrefutable evidence in a minute that his videos are in fact fake. Step 2 is showing the viewers that when people interact with MrBeast in a way that benefits MrBeast, when they do what he tells them to do, they win big rewards.
Is he subscribed? You are subscribed. Here's some money. Have a good day. Some of them feel like I just walk around with $1,000. It's like, oh, thanks for watching my videos. Hit that subscribe button, because you might bump into me in real life and it might make you a lot of money.
When people are devout followers of MrBeast, they get rewarded. And step 3 is finally calling on the viewer to act in some way that benefits the brand, promising big rewards in return. Now it's your turn to do what MrBeast tells you, and you will win big rewards. But you actually won't unless you're famous or friends or family of a MrBeast employee. So young, impressionable viewers are made to believe that MrBeast is a trusted authority who can give them big rewards. These young viewers are explicitly shown that dedicated followers or random subscribers like themselves are winning big rewards when they do what MrBeast tells them. These young viewers are explicitly told repeatedly that if they subscribe, if they buy products or act in some way that benefits the brand, they will win big rewards. Trust MrBeast, watch him help others.
Making your child believe that they could actually win something. Well, in this DogPack video, he calls MrBeast a fraud, because all of these allegations, all of these games and giveaways, he says it's not really. The people that actually win are people that he knows, people that are part of the company, friends.
Hundreds of random subscribers, right? Wrong. Let's look at this video. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
So many people had jobs.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend. So yeah, the random subscribers you see in challenges are actually never random. They're almost always local to MrBeast and oftentimes friends and family of MrBeast employees or just the employees themselves. And when they do pull someone from outside of North Carolina, it's usually somebody who's in the industry, who's camera trained, who has built a following.
Hey, anyone I'm friends with watching that wants 10 grand?
They are never random subscribers. If you subscribe, you will not win $1 million. And what's even worse is that the results of this video were completely scripted. According to a former MrBeast employee, it would have been a PR problem if the boys had won by a lot. And because so many of the female contestants were MrBeast employees who got out immediately, production stepped in to actually make the results of the challenge closer. You can actually see some of this happen on camera, like when Jimmy pays one of the boys $10,000 to leave, which is twice as much as the actual prize money. But doesn't make the same offer to the girls.
The boys were blowing you out of the water. I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave. Now if you don't win, that was all for nothing.
At another point, he gives the girls a camera drone so they would have been able to see how many boys were left. It doesn't work out, but seeing how much they're willing to help them on camera, I'm willing to believe that they did, in fact, help them off camera. Apparently at the end, they were only monitoring the boys to see if they stepped on the red line and not the girls, so that the girls would win the challenge.
So over the next 7 days, I'm gonna be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
How is this legal? I don't get it.
Dude, enter to win one of these phones to subscribe.
It's a scam.
I literally spent over $1 million on these phones, and we literally found him 1 minute before Zach. I spent over $1 million on these phones. All you have to do to enter is hit that subscribe button.
They're winning, but he's encouraging children to buy the things. He's also accusing MrBeast of running illegal lotteries and encouraging gambling within children. And I have to say, after watching the video, I said to myself, it's interesting that children at this young age even understand, or maybe they don't understand, or even have the inclination, I love money. I want money. I just don't remember as a kid myself really yearning for money like that. I mean, I feel like that came with as life went on. But I guess with social media and just life has changed, even in the last few years. But the way that he's able to manipulate children, allegedly, by, you know what, if you meet me in the real world, you could end up winning money. He has all these different videos that make it seem like he is very generous and giving money away and all these giveaways. Well, in this fraud video that DogPack does, he highlights his videos are fake. He shows us multiple examples of that.
Why does it matter if the videos are fake? They're just meant to be entertainment. A large part of MrBeast's brand is the fact that he doesn't fake videos.
I remember when I first started seeing your videos, I was like, this gotta be fake.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's a huge problem for us now. I actually have to dial back my content sometimes just so people think it's real. But also, if what we had to film was scripted, because what we do is non-scripted, so you have to plan for a bunch of variables that you can't control, blah, blah. If what we did was scripted, holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Have you ever faked a video?
No.
But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor, this island costs more than $1, this city is not abandoned, these buildings are CGI, it's not your only way out, you can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker. It's just a guy. This whole room is fake. This contestant is an actor and a secret employee at MrBeast. They had him dive through this fake door twice. This line is scripted. This action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
You did it! Yeah!
What we did was scripted. Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Again, don't forget DogPack404, who created his YouTube channel, has posted 2 videos, has worked there. He gives multiple examples of how that's fake. That's not real. Then he highlights all these little giveaways. He sets up these different timers and he points out specifics as, look, he said he was going to do this, but then he does this. And then some people have accused MrBeast of saying, oh, you won something, and these folks have never received whatever they were supposed to win, allegedly. But let me just backtrack just a little bit because I want to make sure we follow some of the things that come out in this video. But again, I implore you to go watch the video if you want a deeper sense and see all of the examples that DogPack404 puts in this video. It'd be senseless for me to put everything in this video because this really is just giving you a summary of what I watch and my opinion of what I watch. A different opinion, because I know everyone has their thoughts and opinions on this. But a lot of you, and I'm so glad that we started to do this, because a lot of you are a part of the community and you may not be fans of MrBeast, but you know them. You know the company, you know him, you followed him, you know your kids, your grandkids. Follow him. After watching this video yesterday, just digging deep into understanding what the allegations are, I was sort of like, okay. But as I watched this video, I said, whoa, wait a minute. We are seeing a clear example of this 26-year-old man who has, first of all, had people with very questionable, and I'm using different language just because it's YouTube and community guidelines, questionable people with being on certain lists where you're not supposed to be around children, working on projects with him. Someone in a leader position has had questionable behavior with minors as well. And allegedly, people in the higher-ups, including MrBeast, knew about this until they had to let this person go. As I watched this video where he's mostly talking about the fraud and the gambling and the illegal lotteries.
Legitimate scams. Either a YouTuber doesn't actually give away a prize, or in the case of these live streams, they are illegal lotteries where the only way to win a prize is by making a purchase. And obviously I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just going to show you the law and then show you irrefutable evidence of what's being done, and you can make your own conclusions. The FTC defines a lottery as containing 3 elements: a valuable prize, random chance, and consideration, which can be time or effort, but in most cases is just payment. To successfully run a contest or a sweepstakes, you must eliminate one of these factors. A contest, for example, eliminates chance, and a sweepstakes eliminates consideration. In determining if any MrBeast giveaways have been illegal lotteries, we need to identify a prize, which is distributed through random chance and cannot be won without spending money. On August 2nd, 2020, MrBeast live streamed him and his friends signing limited edition shirts celebrating 40 million subscribers. And here are just some of the clips from that stream.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts, we're celebrating 40 million subscribers with a really big video, then we will sign that shirt, and some of them will get random prizes like this. In 10 minutes, right, because we gotta give them time to do their cart, we'll give 2 orders $500 each. 5 minutes, someone's getting $3 grand in their order. In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. 2 minutes, newest order gets $2,000. Good luck, everybody.
So this was a 6-hour live stream. They took it down off YouTube, but 5 hours of it are still up on their Facebook page. And during those 5 hours, I counted 46 illegal lotteries. These lotteries are also run poorly. Multiple times they would say something like, buy in the next 5 minutes for a chance to win. And then 7 minutes later go, actually, the newest order in 30 seconds is gonna win.
In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. Hey, Daryl, don't we owe someone $1,000?
We do.
Yeah, so, all right, so the newest order, in 30 seconds, we are gonna put $1,000 in your package.
Stephen K.
Okay? Oh, Stephen King.
And there is no second giveaway 30 seconds later, like Jimmy said. This is just one very shady giveaway.
DogPack is like, how is he able to get away with this? It makes me look at YouTube like, why are you allowing this? Because literally, based off what DogPack is outlining here, it's like, why is he allowed to do these types of lotteries and giveaways without putting the certain terminology that's supposed to be out there, like purchase not necessary? And he also points out with some of these giveaways and lotteries, he's making it harder for people to, you know, okay, I'm going to go submit and be a part of this giveaway. Like, it's very strategic. It's very manipulative. But children are addicted because they're like, oh, I could win. I could win. Look, there's so many videos of him giving away to people like me. Only to find out, based off of this fraud video from DogPack404, no, he's giving to his friends. He's giving back to other people in the company. Even in some of the competitions that you watch, a lot of people in the video aren't people that are subscribers. DogPack shows there's his girlfriend. There goes a person that works at the company. There goes another person that works at the company. All right, we're going to rewind just a little bit. Again, thank you to Reddit for summarizing some of this so that we can kind of just stay on target, because I already feel like I'm all over the place. And I know you're probably like, oh my gosh, because it is a lot. And I literally thought, okay, I can probably summarize part 1 and part 2 in one video. Nope, I had to focus just on part 1 because it's talking about and outlining why DogPack404, a former employee of MrBeast, believes that he is a complete fraud and believes that he is manipulating your children. So, point 1. Again, shout out to Reddit, P. Malia, because you know we always cite our sources here. I don't know if you even want your name out there, but it's on a public forum, so I'm just going to talk about it here. And this video was originally posted a month ago. So the first point they point out, MrBeast uses casino-like tactics against minors to purchase his food products, merchandise, get subscribers, and maintain viewership on live streams. So DogPack really outlines all of the tactics that MrBeast has used to keep people engaged, to get subscribers. Meaning, oh, if you purchase this and you subscribe, then you could possibly win that. Do these people actually win something? Well, according to DogPack404, he believes that they don't, based off of information that he has. They even go into feastables. He talks about that in this video as well, and this is where he talks about, like, in one interview, MrBeast is talking about how concerned he is about children's obesity and their health and things like that.
It's honestly just evil to me, and I pushed back against this a lot while I worked at the company. For Halloween this year, Feastables is planning on putting $1 million in a chocolate bar, and they wanted to do a bunch of like scummy marketing and shit. My manager literally said at one point that they wanted to associate buying a Feastables with your dream coming true. So they're pitching ideas like, you know, buy a Feastables, win 10K, buy a Feastables out of a vending machine, and the vending machine just starts spitting out money. Buy a Feastables and it has a ticket to Disney World, whatever, right? And I don't want to put a lot of like hearsay into this video. You should just believe the receipts that I'm showing you and not what I'm saying. But I swear to God, I said to somebody at the company, I feel like Feastables is 70% a chocolate company and 30% a lottery targeting children. And this higher up person at MrBeast said it was probably closer to the other way around and was laughing about it. Like 70% a lottery, 30% a chocolate company. Everyone knows it's just the call to actions and call to action giveaways especially that drive sales. As soon as they stop, it's hard for large bargain retailers to sell this shit for 70% off. That's why they push them so hard. Once they stop the diabetes lottery, no one buys. Also, this is the website right now. MrBeast wants you to join the crew. Just so weird and scummy to me. I believe all the Feastables giveaways do have official rules and no purchase necessary clauses somewhere, but it's very difficult to find them. In traditional media, if you advertise a sweepstakes like in a commercial, you have to say in the promotional material itself, no purchase necessary. Somehow MrBeast gets away with not saying no purchase necessary in any of his promotional materials, not the videos, the descriptions, pinned comments, nothing.
To celebrate our launch of milk chocolate and sea salt, we went out and we bought 10 Teslas, loads of cash, and all these prizes you see on the screen. And prizes aside, unlike Hershey's, these bars only have 4 to 5 ingredients and just genuinely taste good. Go to feastables.com right now and order some chocolate. Oh.
When he then shows examples of MrBeast meal, the soda alone is like over 2,000 calories. The ingredients in Feastables started out one way, and now they're closer to what you can see in a Hershey bar. We talked about the whole child labor and slave labor commentary in the first video, because originally Feastables was being promoted as this, you know, child labor free and all of this stuff, only for us to come to find out all of that information of them claiming that on their website and packaging is no longer there, which according to DogPack404, he believes that he knew this all along. It wasn't DogPack. It was actually honestly on YouTube. We posted about him yesterday. He was the one who says he believes that MrBeast knew all along that he would have to scale up and would eventually have to use child labor. And yes. Okay. So again, MrBeast, apparently they in the way that he outlines it, he shows examples of what the government considers lotteries and gambling. He points this out in his video, DogPack404. And he says that he uses tactics against children. And he uses this for his food products. He uses this for his merchandise. And he also uses this to gain more subscribers. Unfortunately, some people probably have seen this and like, oh, this is what I should do also to gain subscribers. No, you shouldn't. There's also a point in the video where he also mentions how, because one of the most important things to do for those that are becoming content creators, YouTube wants us to keep you engaged for as long as possible. So the longer your video, the better. But not only that, the longer people are watching, the better. Both for YouTube and for the content creator. So this also might be why YouTube hasn't really cracked down on their number one YouTuber. So they probably have allowed him to get away with a lot because they're making a lot as well. So keep that in mind. Also keep in mind, I'm posting this on YouTube. I don't care. We're still going to talk about it. YouTube, you know. All right. So number 2, they say many of the contestants and winners are either employees, friends, or family of MrBeast. At minimum, local to him. If they are not local, they are hand-selected to have the right characteristics that will drive views of the video. Sidebar, in DogPack404's video, he mentions a particular person that you've seen multiple times in the video. So he tracks down when this particular person that was a part of some of MrBeast's videos, he said, oh, he moved from this particular city to this other city. And when he moved to this other city, he moved to this $1 million mansion. Who paid for that?
Let's talk about Mac for a second.
We will die. Do you understand that?
I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former MrBeast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at MrBeast. Also, he didn't just move into any old house, he moved into $1 million mansion. Now, I'm not going to dox him, only some asshole would do something like that.
After doxing and bullying the pilot some more like a f***ing douchebag,
turns to Eric and says, how do I fly this thing? And Eric just starts pushing buttons.
But I did find pictures of this mansion online, so I fed them into ChatGPT and asked it to create similar images. And this is what it came up with. And it's honestly not that far off. His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms.
What are you gonna spend the $800,000 on?
I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure that $800,000 is really gonna change your life.
Max is a nice car.
Tell me, where are we right now?
We're in the place that we drove to a few minutes ago.
Mac, let's cut the shit here. What have you been doing for like the last year?
A lot of family stuff.
What kind of family stuff?
Just like playing catch with my dad, you know.
For a year? How do you make money? How are you surviving?
Basically, my main strategy is I go to like grocery store type places.
Grocery store type places?
Yeah, and I basically what I'll do when I get there, I usually get like an amount of food that will feed me for like a week or so, right?
With what money?
The money that I've made.
How did you make it?
Huh? Listen, you're getting too caught up in the details. They'll figure it out.
And when this person was questioned by a podcast about like, how did you make your money? He really could not answer the question. How did you come from humble beginnings to now living the way that you're living? He could not answer the question. All right. So, as I mentioned before, in DogPack404's first video, which now I believe has like almost 15 million views from a month ago, and I'm sure now that more and more people are talking about this, it's just going to skyrocket. And honestly, the way that he lays it out, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. To me, it reads and watches like an actual documentary. And it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. So his videos are scripted. All right, MrBeast's videos are scripted. DogPack mentions that MrBeast claims that all of his videos are real. He says he wishes his videos were scripted. They say aspects of contests are edited like timers, conversations, winners, rule changes, and challenges have remote influence from producers. DogPack404 gives you multiple examples of different times you can actually see this happen in the video. He also claims that some of these contests and video streams have been taken down, but places like Reddit still have copies of those video streams and people talking about it. So that's how he's able to piece together some of this. All right. So some of you might say, so what's the big deal? Well, what's the big deal is that he's perpetuating that this is what is real. And this was also really smart of DogPack. So DogPack posted a clip from a podcast where they talk about Survivor and how Survivor is done. You know, CBS's Survivor. And the rules, like the legality of if you're going to do a reality competition show, like there are checks and balances that are put in place to make sure that everything is fair and real.
And in traditional media, this kind of rigging is actually completely illegal.
We always have the same person tie all the knots so that we know they've tied them at the exact same tension. I mean, we get down to inches. And then we have a standards and practices person. And if you don't know what that is, on any kind of a game show where there is a prize, you have to have somebody that ensures that it's fair. They are out there essentially to make sure that we don't do something that would favor one player or one tribe.
I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave.
In my mind, I'm thinking it's a fair game, but it's not.
I know you may have heard stories about certain reality competition shows that are not real, that are pre-produced, that are fake. Well, not all of them are. And even the ones that you have heard accusations of, they all still have very much rules that they have to follow. So DogPack404 in their first video are accusing MrBeast of lying, but not just lying, not just manipulating the what you're viewing. It sounds as if every single video is manipulated. And he even points out when they had the boys versus the girls competition, how he paid one of the boys double what the actual prize amount was, and then admits to the girls, yeah, I just had to get rid of one of the guys. Just so that you guys could win. Okay. All right. They also point out he falsely advertises that his chocolate bars are healthier than alternatives. So he goes in on this, and this was actually what stood out to me the most, because when we talked about childhood obesity, when we talk about what children are ingesting, and I've heard, I know I spoke with Femtaro, you know, who we've collaborated multiple times with. You know, her kid loves feastables as well. And she says she's tasted it and it doesn't even taste that great. I almost went to the supermarket just to go get one just so I can taste it for myself. But then part of me was like, the whole child labor part of it, I'm like, I don't want to support that. But then I was like, I need to do research, so I might do it. You guys let me know if you want me to go taste test it. I don't even love chocolate like that. But if it's not even that great, I don't even think it would be that important for me to taste test it for whatever reason. There are just so many better options. So many better options that are cruelty free. Okay? So according to DogPack404's video, he says he's falsely advertising chocolate bars are healthier than alternatives. When he first started promoting Feastables, we told you in part 1 of the video that we did that Feastables, originally when MrBeast came out with Feastables, apparently, according to people that were longtime watchers, he created Feastables as a money opportunity because he felt like he wasn't getting enough money from sponsors that wanted to sponsor the channel. He allegedly, this is what people have said that have watched his videos for a long time. He created Feastables as another form of way of bringing in money. But the way that DogPack breaks it down in regards to almost addictive, the way that he's creating kids to get addicted, not just to the chocolate, but to winning, to, oh, there's a contest, there's an opportunity for me to win something. Only for DogPack to say, you're not going to win anything at all. If anyone's going to win something, it's going to be a friend of MrBeast, an employee of MrBeast, a family member of MrBeast, allegedly. But DogPack also points out the health concerns in regards to what was created with Feastables. It was supposed to be like a 5 to 6 ingredient chocolate bar. Now he says that now if you look at the ingredients in comparison to like a Hershey's bar, it's very, very similar. So, and he said that when the nutritional facts are shown are equal to or worse than Hershey's. Another thing that he points out, he says, going back to point 1, the reoccurring aspect being drilled down in the casino-like tactics also do not follow giveaway sweepstakes guidelines as outlined by the FTC. And MrBeast is illegally operating them, or they are completely fake. Which makes me wonder, like, are they just towing the line where it's almost legal enough? But based off of DogPack's video, it seems as if, no, there are some illegal practices happening. But is MrBeast the only one here? No, MrBeast employs many people. MrBeast has other people that are trying to protect the brand because all of them are making money. So I wanted to give you just a little summary of what you can find in part 1 of DogPack404's video that he posted about a month ago, explaining why he believes that MrBeast, his former employer, and the company are frauds. And not only that, most importantly, because there are a lot of frauds. Look, there are a lot of frauds in the world. The scary part is that this alleged fraud is also manipulating children. And at the top of this video, I'm pointing this out again. He's alleging in this video that MrBeast and the company knew all along that Ava Chris, that was once a leader at the company, that is no longer there because of these accusations of SA and grooming. He alleges, DogPack404 alleges, that MrBeast and the company knew and protected Chris until they couldn't protect Chris any longer. Guys, that is only part 2 of a series that we are covering in regards to MrBeast, because there's a lot more to unpack. And as I said to you before, I felt like this was, first of all, necessary. Normally, we do not cover other content creators, but until it passes to a point of celebrity, there's no way that we cannot talk about MrBeast, who is not just a YouTube content creator. He's the #1 YouTube content creator. And we pointed out in part 1 that he brought in from 2022 to 2023 over $80 million. And a lot of people have said he's cloaked his philanthropic work as he's a very generous guy. But a lot of you said in the comment section, something about him always felt wrong. Something about him always felt like, is he really that philanthropic? But if you watch part 1 of the video that DogPack404 does, he clearly says he's not really giving anything to his community, his subscribers, the people that watch him every day, the children that watch him every day. He's giving back to himself and to the people that work with him. Guys, stay tuned for part 3, where we will be unpacking more of the scandal that is MrBeast. As always, I want to know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. But as always, adults watch our channel. We don't moderate adults. Share your opinions, share your thoughts, and let me know if you want us to continue with unpacking the exposing of MrBeast. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
But you guys have exposed me in the past, you know, and I thought I'd just show my true self on the Tiny Meat Gang.
So you really are evil MrBeast?
Oh, 100%. Oh, poor people.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse.